I don't want no locks and chains, and you can't hold me down. And we can whip that loving on me, baby. Whip that loving on me. I'm vanilla baby. Hold on, I'm chocolate baby. How y'all doing? Good afternoon. I have to stop this music because it'll shadow ban us or something like that. Alexa, stop. This is my song right here though. Like, I've been vibing to this song. So how y'all doing? I told you guys I would come back and catch up with you guys. It's been a beautiful day, but it has been a busy day. So I like to kind of share. I've been working on trying to do like a day in the life. Hey, Caleb, I've been working on trying to share more of my day and how it really goes. Hey, Darion. So I was like, hey, Kevin. So I said, this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm planning this for next year. I'm going to truly start working on like sharing like a day in the life, because I think y'all be feeling like it's not a lot of work that goes on in the background. And for those that are looking to join into the real estate industry, baby, this is not that, okay? I feel like every morning I'm up around 7 a.m. I do my affirmations, I drink my coffee, and then I immediately jump right into my emails to kind of see what's going on, make sure there's nothing pressing. And I have several businesses that I manage. Let me take that gum out of my mouth. So when I'm managing several businesses, that's like Watson Realty Co., that's Agent Tools for Success. These are my personal clients in the Q Watson team. And being able to manage all of that and still work with my team and get these houses to the closing table and work with my developers and come up with new and creative ways to market their properties, follow up, list, sell. It's a lot going on, baby. So I'm definitely going to start sharing more. But for now, I just wanted to catch up with you all on just generally speaking, how are you feeling about the real estate market? We're going to talk about real estate a little bit, and then we can talk about, we can talk about something else. But when it comes to the real estate market, there's something that I want you guys to know. When you're looking on the news, right? And when you're on the news, the first thing they're going to tell you is, oh, the market is slowing down. Home prices are decreasing. We're not seeing appreciation, because they're looking at an overall picture of what's happening in the United States. What you need to do is focus on what's happening in the area that you're interested in. So I had a client of mine. He's interested in this house. And as a matter of fact, I actually got to write an offer for him as soon as I finish this live. He's interested in the house. And the first thing he sends me is an article talking about how the values in America are going down. And then I send him the market stats on the specific zip code that he's interested in. And the appreciation values in this zip code is like 20%. 20 to 25% year over year. So he's like, oh yeah, you're looking in a prestigious neighborhood. You're looking in a highly desirable area, a top rated school district, area that has private schools, areas that actually have more homeowners, where the average income of each person is around $250,000. That means that when you have more homeowners in the area, they put more money towards the taxes, which leads to better schools, which leads to better values. So by the time we went through that, he's like, I'm ready to write an offer. So what I want you guys to know is stop looking at the news for your market update and take the time to ask the person that you hired. Hopefully you did hire somebody. Like, hopefully you're not out here trying to do it yourself, but hopefully you hire someone that can really help you understand the stats and run these numbers for you so you can make an informed decision. Sheena said, I see rates going down, and I think that's a good thing. Absolutely. Mortgage applications have risen 5%. Rates are going down. And I told you guys, y'all remember when I said this, I'm going to start saving my videos. Remember I told you come election year, the rates are going to go down. There is no way. I don't care who you can vote Republican, you can vote Democrat. It doesn't matter who you vote for. There is no way they are going to allow us to go into this next season, an election season, without bringing the rates down. I've been told y'all that. They have to. The market has to move. When people start voting for who they want to elect, when they choose who they want to elect, you make your choices based on your personal circumstances. And if your personal circumstances are inflation, high rates, and not getting any returns on your savings, and you know, not barely able to purchase a home, barely able to do the things you want to do, you're going to be emotionally driven to vote that way. So that's why both parties is in their both interests, everybody's best interest to reduce these rates. They're trying to like force a recession, and it's not going to work. Our economy is still pretty good. The issue here is not that. So I'm ready to see the rates go down, but unfortunately, can I tell you guys something that's really detrimental that you got to understand? Even though the rates are going to go down, the prices are going up. And so that is something, you know what I mean? Like the rates went up and the prices went up. And so by the time you get to next year, whatever the price is, it's going to pretty much stay steady there. We're not going to see a bunch of huge price decreases when it comes to that part. So the price is, okay. Again, specifically the Metro Atlanta area. I want to make sure I'm very specific. Let me introduce myself. Let's reset the room. My name is Quiana Watson. I'm a real estate broker, owner here in the Metro Atlanta area. I own Watson Realty Co., which is our real Watson Realty Co., which is our real estate brokerage, and we have 25 licensed real estate about it. I lead with my knowledge. I lead with my vision. I lead with example, and I'll share examples, but I'm never going to come on here and like, nah. I don't move like that, but I can tell you there is money to be made in real estate if you do it right. I will say that. If you're doing it right, if you're investing, if you understand how money works, how real estate works. Right now, as I lead into next year, my goal is focusing more on developments and investments. Also, my goal as I lead into next year is I still represent a lot of developers, so I help them sell their houses, and we're still going to move. Lady Wiesel, yes, one thing you did say, home prices are being cut. But what you guys are looking for is not what's happening. The average home is selling at 96, 97% of value. So if each property is selling at 97% of value, that means it's only selling 3% below the list price. So let's just calculate this so y'all can understand what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So let's just say you're looking at a $500,000 house, right? And so you multiply that times 3%, that gives you $15,000 off the house. Minus that from 500,000, that's 485,000. That is not a big number. Selling a house at 3% less than what the actual value is not a big number. What you guys are looking for, you're thinking that if it's a $500,000 house and then it's going to be sold for 250,000, absolutely not. Homes are selling at 97% of value. That is a like 3% price decrease. That's $15,000 to $20,000 off a house that's about $500,000 to $600,000. That's simply not enough to say that we're in a crash, and that's not a huge gap to get like a fire sale. There are no fire sales. A fire sale is a home would have to sell at 30% of value or 40% of value, and we're not seeing that on the market. So when you actually take the time to calculate it, it's simply not directing. It's not going in a direction. When people do a price decrease, I have sellers doing $5,000 price decreases. It's not a lot. It's good, but it's not like they're. I don't have sellers like they're not reducing the price $400,000 or $300,000. They are making it fair so that way both parties can win. That way the sellers can sell and the buyers can buy. So that's just something you need to be mindful of, and it's not going to happen. Not in the Metro Atlanta area. I don't know where you are, but the Metro Atlanta area, when you look up the best places to live, who has the highest appreciation value, who has the most Fortune 500 companies, who has a steady market that is thriving in the economy, Atlanta's on the list. So there's not we're not going to be able to stop if we wanted to because of those things. We are a growing metro area. All right. So I'm only going to speak for Atlanta. All right. What else? Y'all got some more questions for me? I told y'all I was going to answer some questions for at least 10 more minutes before I wrap up and get out the office. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think that is so much misinformation about the market. And y'all got to I'm a numbers person. I just love the numbers. I follow the numbers. I follow like what's happening in the market. So that's what is most important to me. And that's how I guide my clients on when we're building houses, when we're listing houses, when they're investing, what is selling? What is the average price point that is selling, and it's selling at a consistent price? All right. Someone said I have a land listing in Florida. No, I don't have any developers that are going to Florida right now. So I said, do you work in the commercial space? Yes, I can definitely assist you in the commercial space. Please send me an email. And when people ask, how do I contact you? All the links in my bio work. Go to my website, QuianaWatson.com, click the email button. That's my email. Click the text message button. That's my text message. That's how you can contact me. Tips for realtors in small cities like Augusta. I would say find out what your average price point is in Augusta and market those properties. Get with a good lender and offer programs to those specific people. Let's see. Raleigh. I love Raleigh. Raleigh is also considered to be like Silicon Valley. My girlfriend, her name is Tiffany. She has her own real estate brokerage in Charlotte, and she works in Raleigh, and she works in Charlotte, and she works the Raleigh market, and that market is doing phenomenal. Let's see. I'm trying to read the questions. See, someone said I'm dressed like a lawyer. It depends on the day. Like today, I taught my class and I wanted to wear my suit. I love wearing a good suit when I'm teaching my classes or selling real estate. But when I'm not selling real estate, baby, I'm not wearing a suit. And when you come to this page, you're going to get a little sprinkle of both. You're going to get my personal sprinkle of me, Quiana, living her life. And then you're going to get my business life, which is what you're seeing today. So I'm glad you guys like the suit. I love wearing a good suit. If it's time to buy, I feel like anytime you are ready, you can afford the mortgage, you have the money, and you have the right plan, and you find the right house that is appreciating in value, it is the time for you to buy. But you need to have everything in order. I don't think that this current market, this would not be the market where if you don't have enough money saved and you're going to be stressed out about your mortgage payment, and you're going to be stressed out about trying to find the money together to actually pay your closing costs and your down payment, then this is not the market I would tell you to rush and purchase. You only need to make sure that you're in a position to make a purchase, and that means that you are financially secure, that you are mentally prepared for the responsibility of a 30-year mortgage, and then finally that you find the home that you absolutely love, and not just that you love it enough to purchase it. And let me explain, the home that you love might not be the $1 million listings that you guys see on my page. The home that you love may be a nice property that has the potential to appreciate in value over a couple of years' time. So that way you can sell your property in 3 to 4 years if you choose to, and get the equity out of that property, and then upgrade to the next house, or stay where you are and use your property as an income producing vehicle. That way you have appreciation going, and eventually you can refinance and pull the money out, or you can sell it. So stop looking at real estate in such an emotional way, especially for your first property or two. there should be no big emotion about it. It should be nice enough for you to live in an area that's appreciating in value. Those are the two things that should matter to you the most. Now, when you're getting your, what we like to call your legacy homes, which are those $1 million, $2 million, $3 million homes, that is when you can be emotional, because you're getting those properties with the hopes of making this your forever legacy home. And that is different. But when you're buying your first home, a lot of you guys get discouraged because all you see is these $1 million big houses, and that's what you want. And all of a sudden now a starter home is not good enough for you. The Q Watson team works with all budgets and all areas. When you reach out to me, a member of my team will reach out to you within 24 hours, and they will shop with you and find you the home that you desire for where you are right now. Let's see what else. Someone said Hateville, Georgia. She's renting for 3 years. She wants to sell this house. First time buyer. The owner wants to sell the house to you. If you love the house, buy it. But just because the owner wants to sell it to you and you're already living in the house, identifying and finding the house is just part of the issue. You still need to get you your own real estate representation, so that way they can run the numbers for you. They can tell you what the true value of the house is. They can also break down to you if the area is appreciating in value and if you're getting a good deal. So do not go into it just because you live in it without having your own representation. Because if I am a professional, if I'm just a homeowner, I can tell you anything I want to tell you to sell the house. I can tell you we have appreciation values going in the hundreds of thousands and 10 and 20%, and you wouldn't know better from a consumer standpoint because you didn't hire a professional to guide you. So hire someone and make sure that you're getting a good deal. But if you love the house and the owner's willing to sell it to you, I would buy it. Okay, Carmen says she's a starter home and all she's looking at is to rent it out and buy something else later. That's correct. That is correct. All right. So I think we're going to wrap it up. What song was I listening to? What's that song? It's called I'm Vanilla Baby. What is the song? With Jack Harlow. It just came together. So can we reset the room? Well, we're resetting the room. All we're talking about is the real estate market. I'm answering some real estate questions. If you have any real estate questions, please ask them in the chat. I talked about the interest rates going down. We talked about your current market and understanding that. Someone said, how long should it take to obtain a license? If you're talking about a real estate license, okay, y'all, I got my license so long ago. I got my license in 2007, but I did remember taking a 2-week in-person class, and then I took the test in class, and then I passed the test the first try, and then I took the state exam, and I passed on the first try. So if you are focused, if you're doing 2 weeks and then taking everything, you should be able to get your license within 30 days if you're focused and that's what you want. Someone said, do I plan to offer a development course again? Yes. So I spoke with my developer and I told her that in Delphine, I said that people would like for us to teach the class live again. We purposefully did not sell the replay because I feel like it's better for you to get the information fresh. And so we are going to launch it again. So I will let you guys know when we do that. Someone said 6 weeks, study hard for the state exam. Exactly. Do I recommend the online or in-person class? Keep in mind, when I got my license way back in the day, there just wasn't as many online options. It depends on what your learning style is. For me, I have a pretty easy learning style. I do online and in person. Your focus is what makes the most difference. The reason that you have to physically go into a classroom is because you might be distracted where you are. So let's just say you're at home and next thing you know, you're watching TV, doing laundry, trying to clean. You're not focused on the class. So if you can't focus where you are to take the class, I would highly recommend go in person because it is not something that you can pay attention to slightly and expect to pass the test. So many people fail the test because now you can do it online and they don't pay attention. And then when it's time to take the test, they're like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, you weren't paying attention. What is the best way to get into luxury real estate when you obtain your license? To get into luxury real estate, I would say first you need to, the number one thing I feel like it's going to be your network, and you can't just build your network overnight. It's going to take time. Everybody wants to skip the process and jump right into luxury. But when I was selling houses in 2015 and 2016, I was selling $150,000, $250,000 houses. And I was still operating from a place of greatness. I was still making sure that I was, treating them with the respect that they deserved. And because naturally my network grew, let me give you one example. Like my client, Crystal. Y'all know Crystal Renee. I love her. That's my girl. That's my client and my friend, right? And so I helped her buy her first house, I think in 2016 or 2017. And as you grow, your clients grow. So she went from working in the background with Tyler Perry to now being on television, starring in movies, and being on her own television series. And I helped her buy a multi-million-dollar house last year. So I say that to say, stop thinking that you got to start off at top. You will actually grow with your clients. And if you treat them well when they get their first house, as they grow and progress, they'll be loyal to you and you develop a relationship with them. That is really going to be that. And then also networking outside of your network. Both of those things matter. So I hope that, that was a piece of advice I'm going to give you. Stop trying to skip the process. Just go. Just do the work and be great at it, and you'll eventually get there. The entryway into luxury, I just feel like I just gradually grew into luxury. I can't say it was an entryway. It was literally consistent working. And when people see you, because one thing about what people respect, can y'all say this again? People respect results. Can y'all put that in the comment? Respect results. People respect results. So it didn't matter if I was selling $150,000 houses or $1 million houses. What people saw is every day I was getting up, I was documenting my process, and I'm selling houses left and right. Every time you open your internet, Quiana sold, under contract sold, new listings sold. I'm in the field looking at properties. People respect results. So stop thinking that there's no gateway. Start getting results. And those results don't have anything to do with the price point. People respect results, and they will then eventually respect you. Okay? Hope that makes sense to y'all. Yes, they do. People, receipts, results, they want to see it. You got to document the process. That's another reason I'm going to start coming back on. Every time I know I get on here, because I feel like I used to go live like 3-4 times a week. And now it's like once or twice a week. And I am working on it, y'all. I'm going to get back. Someone I was with yesterday reminded me of why it's so important that I represent for who I am. Represent women in real estate. Represent minority women in real estate. Represent that you can absolutely achieve the unachievable. Representing that you can go through personal obstacles and difficulties and still make it to the other side with love and light and still be successful. Like, it literally is the representation of all of those things. So I am going to start coming back and coming live, because I know that it looks like it's easy work, but if you guys saw the workload I did every single day, you would literally reconsider. Not that I don't want you to join the industry. Come to this industry. This is a beautiful industry. But you would reconsider thinking that this is an easy, get rich quick type of job. Like, I am on the phone all day, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I never have, it's like, you don't have days off. You have moments to yourself. There's always something going on. And representing luxury listings, it takes an investment. So don't jump into something you're not ready for. Because you're going to have to, when I say investment, I'm talking about a monetary investment and a time investment. Those are things that you're going to have to be prepared to have if you're looking to jump onto this end. So that's why you want to crawl before you walk, so that way you have the income and the experience. So when a huge opportunity comes your way, you absolutely are prepared with the right proper systems, resources, and processes. All right. What real estate classes would be good to take? All of them. I have my own train. I don't know if you're saying get your license, or if you're saying, I don't know what the question was, but I have my own line, Real Estate Training Academy, Agent Tools for Success, if you want ongoing training. But if you just want to get your license, just look up whatever's available in your area. Yes, it's like you never have a day off. It's just like moments to yourself, and you got to be willing to make that sacrifice if you want to get in this industry and you really want to thrive and get to that next level. Okay? Girl, this girl said, even starting with the sign in the yard. Let me tell you something. The sign in the yard, especially those big like commercial signs that I'm using for my developers, those cost over $1,000. Like, are y'all kidding me? Thank you so much. Someone said the blueprint course was amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When is my next ongoing class? In my membership, I'm teaching branding and marketing online and offline to attract the clients you want and manage your listings and sell and work with your buyers. I'm actually teaching that class December the 12th. Yes, December the 12th. So I do have another class, and that will be my last class until we start our new membership in 2024. And then I'll roll out the new itinerary where we're going to be going in and beginning, like just hitting the ground running so we can have the right training in place. Yes, it costs to activate your license. It costs to do everything. And today's class was incredible. It was a Q&A. I answered all the questions. We had a good moment to reflect on our year. And, did you hear about how they said 50% of agents sold 0 houses in this year? So let's just think about it. If there's 1,000 agents in front of you, 500 people didn't sell anything. So even if this was not your best year, if you survived in this year, even if you didn't thrive, if you survived and you sold some houses and you served your clients, you still did incredible compared to the other 50% of people in our industry that could not buy or sell, couldn't even sell one house. And that is because our market has shifted, and they always say the cream rises to the top, right? So the cream of the crop rises to the top. I just thank God for the many years of work that I put into my business, and I put into my brand, and I put into standing in excellence, and I put into my name. So when people reach out to me, they absolutely want to work with me. And I give them the greatest service, and they work with me and my team because of the market share that I created. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm not taking my foot up off the gas for none of y'all. Respectfully, I'm not taking my foot off the gas for none of y'all. I mean that. Like, I have created this market share. I've created this brand. I have the knowledge. I have the skills. I have the foresight. And I'm going to do my job until I want to pivot. And I've been pivoting from owning a brokerage and having my online training academy, but I'm not going to stop. So now I'm focused on people working with me when you work with my team, but I'm not stopping. You're going to have to just catch up and run beside me. Cause, I always hate to hear that thing. It's like, oh, it's lonely at the top. It's not lonely at the top for me, because everybody I know that I'm cool with in the real estate industry, we are all at the top together, having a good time. You hear me? Having a great time. Me and broker owners like Jeremy, Gabby, Angel. I can name a bunch of broker owners here. CC in the Metro Atlanta area. Baby, we together. And we laughing at the top together. There's no competition. There is nothing but pure enjoyment and admiration and support. So stop thinking that. Like, keep going. And see, do you employ entry-level agents? Right now, I'm not looking to hire any new agents for Watson Realty Co. We are good on agents for right now. I'm trying to read some more of the comments because I got to wrap this up and write this offer. I told you I got to write the offer real quick before I leave and go to dinner. How have I been mentally lately? I've been good. I have been real good. I feel like I tell you guys all the time, God always carries me. He protects me. I have a real good support system. I have people around me that love me, and they check on me. They root for me. We have a good time together. I am absolutely doing really good. So, why do y'all keep asking this question? Quiana, have you gone on a date? I am not going to answer that question. Hold on. Do you know why underwriters are making it so difficult right now when purchasing additional properties or FHA loans? Yes, they're making it difficult right now because the rates are high, and we're seeing that there has been a slight dip when it comes to employment. So every time you see that there's a dip in employment and the rates are higher, that means it's higher risk. So when it's a higher risk, we're also, if you're looking to get a second property as an investment property, they're not gonna take your word for it. They're gonna look into their own internal systems. So you can't buy a house and say, I know this house is gonna rent for $4,000 a month. Where when they look it up, the area says it's renting for $2,500. It's like you can't fluff it up right now. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You just can't fluff the numbers, and underwriters are being more careful because when rates get high, think about it like this: when rates get high, money is more expensive. So when money's more expensive, it's harder to get. That's why. You are like Beyonce. Oh, I love me some Beyonce. I got to go see the movie. Hey, William, was the broker course difficult? I took the broker course here in Atlanta, and it was not difficult to me. But you also got to be mindful. Like William, he's an agent in my office. If you work with me, people know that I actually take the time to read real estate license law. I take the time to read the contracts. I just took the Georgia real estate contracts class on Monday. I have the red book for Georgia contracts. I always, like in my past life, I could have been an attorney. That's how my best friend, like one of my best friends, Denise, she was like, Quiana, the way you talk, the way you write your emails, the way you interpret the contracts is like an attorney. But I also have my master's degree, and I'm smart. It is what it is. I'm smart, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So when I took my broker's test, I passed on the first try. It wasn't hard to me because I understand license law. So when you pass the state exam just to get your salesperson's license, that license is really about you understanding the laws to not get, of real estate. When you get your broker's license, it's understanding real estate law and understanding the liability. My master's degree that I have. What website do you use to keep up with the market? So I'm a part of FMLS, First Multiple Listing Service, and Georgia MLS. So and then I'm also part of the Atlanta Board of Realtors, and then I'm also part of the Certified Home Luxury Marketing Institute. So I go to those are 4 different sites that I go to pull the numbers because the Luxury Marketing Institute tells me about what's happening in the luxury market. The Georgia market update gives me what's happening in the central area of Georgia. The Atlanta market stats give me what's happening in the metro Atlanta area. And then I take that information and then I make it digestible, and I send it out to my database. Someone said, we love to interview you on No Stingy Energy podcast. Send me an email. I am going to participate a little more in speaking engagements and podcast as I head into 2024. Send an email and I'll send it over to my business manager, and we'll see if it is in alignment with what I represent, and we can get that on the books. I'm not doing any more interviews in 2023. I did one interview and I'm super excited for it to come out. I feel like you guys are going to love it. It was a safe space. I don't want to give it away, but that interview is coming out soon, and I'm probably not doing any more podcasting or interviews until next year. All right. Let me see. I'm looking through the comments. I don't know what this says. Someone said, y'all are signing agents. Any tips for new realtors trying to get their business off the ground? Absolutely. I think that a lot of times you forget when you enter this business, it's a pay to play business. So if you don't have an immediate sphere of people that you can reach out to that have the means to help, that already own real estate, that means they can help you sell it, or they absolutely have the ability to purchase real estate, so that means you can help them purchase real estate, then you're going to have to work on your networking and lead generation. And lead generation sometimes means buying the leads. That means buying the leads. And so if you have to buy the lead, then you're going to have to go to Zillow, Realtor.com. You guys don't know, most consumers go on those websites thinking that the agent's face is just there for nothing. No, they paid for their face to be on that zip code in order to gain your business. So you're going to have to pay for the leads, or you're going to have to attract them. I can say I've done a really good job, and God has been good to me that I have been able to generate a good following on social media and use and leverage social media to not only just sell property, but list it as well and work with different people and clientele. So whatever you think is going to work for you. This is a business call. Let me see. Someone said he said, oh, this is a business call. I'm leaving. Damn. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Let me see. Y'all, come on now. This is a hybrid page, okay? I like to consider my page to be a hybrid page. It's mostly about business and there's a little bit of personal. But it ain't that much personal. If you come over here, it's gonna mostly be giving business. I'm sorry. I am sorry. All right. Let me get this offer written. It's been, hey, Ariane. That's my girl. What is your morning routine like as a broker? I'm just going to have to show it to you because it literally is a lot. It's a lot. Like I wake up and I immediately, it's like so many systems I have to check on. I go over a lot of this in my online training academy, but my day as a broker, it's a lot because I'm overseeing my team. I'm overseeing my administrative assistant, my compliance manager, and my finance department. So it's 3 different departments and 3 different people that work for those that part. Then I check and see if there's any of my agents that need anything from me, any escalated issues. Then I double down and start checking on my clients. And right now I have 7 or 8 different developers. Actually it's 8 different developers that I'm working with. So we're working on that. And I work with the Q Watson team. I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot. If you're thinking about getting your license, just go for it. I feel like anything you want to do in this life, go for it. Who's going to stop you? A lot of you guys get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. If you're passionate about something and you believe in yourself and you want to try it, go for it. You have one life. Try it. And if it doesn't work, at least you tried. I'm going to try everything I want to try. And when I don't like it, I stop. One thing about me, I don't ever allow the opinions of other people to dictate what I choose to do with my life or dictate the decisions that I feel like I need to make. I will try it. And if I don't like it, I will stop. What does that hurt? It doesn't hurt anything. But oftentimes, most of the things that I try and most of the things that I start, they absolutely become very successful. I remember when I started my online training academy, that was 5 years ago. When I started it, the number one thing that happened when I started my training academy was I started with one class and it was called Turn Those Likes to Listings. I'll never forget that class. And it could have flopped or it could have just went up, and it didn't flop. It absolutely did well. I had more demand. I kept building. And now I have an entire training academy with over 300 dedicated agents that are in my membership. But just because of that, I have classes that are for sale, individual classes. I have over 30,000 people that have purchased from my website. And that is because I took a leap of faith when nobody else was trying to share. Nobody else was trying to really share their knowledge. And so I found a niche and I went for it. But let's just say it didn't work. I wouldn't have, so what? You know what I'm saying? When I opened my brokerage, I thought I wanted to keep a little brokerage. It was going to be 3 agents. Then we got 10 agents and I got up to like 60 agents. And I decided, you know what? This is not working for me. And now we're back down to 25 agents. And I'm happy. I have more time freedom. I have the right amount of real estate agents here. Y'all are so afraid to make a mistake that you don't actually make a move. Let me say it one more time. You are too afraid to make a mistake that you don't ever make a move. And that's just not going to be my calling. I'm going to keep trying things until something works. And sometimes it just don't work. And when it doesn't, I move on. But most of the time it works. And I'm happy that I took the leap of faith to actually go out and do exactly what I wanted to do. Because this is my one life. And I'm going to do what Quiana wants to do and what is in Quiana's best interest with my one life. Y'all think about that the next time you're thinking about they. Because who is they? They don't pay your bills. They just got a bunch of opinions. Well, I realized, I was saying this to my group, there are people that are criticizing you for doing the things that you do because they can't do what you do. There are people that will buy front row seats to boo. You know why they buy front row seats to boo? Because they see something in you that is missing in themselves. And that's not my problem. So I'm not living my life or making decisions about my personal life, my business life, based on the opinions of other people. Boom. All right. That's all I got, y'all. I got to write this contract and get ready to go to dinner tonight. And I hope y'all have a good day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you guys literally free yourself from the opinions of other people and do what you feel like is in your best interest so you can be successful. That's it. That is all. All right. Y'all take care. And I am going to save this video. I'm going to save it. Let me stay still. I laugh every time I do that to get a cover picture.